Hi, it's Pete the Hipster King from the Hairy Game Lords, and this evening we have been playing this, The Night Cage from Smirk and Dagger. What did we think? Stay tuned to find out. Well, The Night Cage is basically a co-op game for 1 to 5 players where you are playing in an ever-shifting labyrinth. You're playing your tiles down as you move around that labyrinth, but what I really like about this game is the way that you're laying your tiles in this, because basically you're crawling around this dark labyrinth with only a candle to light your path, and because you've only got a candle, you can only light the path 1 tile in front, 1 tile behind, and 1 to each side. As you move, the tiles that are 2 behind you or out of your candle's light will just disappear from the board. And then you place new tiles down. So you're constantly shifting on what is a really quite a small board. You're constantly shifting and changing this labyrinth as you hunt together to find each of you a key and then the gate to be able to get out. And you're not on your own in that labyrinth either. There are also monsters that can cause you to lose loads of your tiles and blow your candle out. I just loved this game. It was really, really simple. Played in about 45 minutes to an hour. That was 4 players on our first run through. We managed to win, but it was coming down to the wire. We were pretty confident we were going to get there, but we nearly ran out of tiles to lay, and then you get into the end game, and there weren't many tiles on the boards at this point. I will let the other guys talk about some of the other stuff, but really, really enjoyed this. If you haven't, get a look at this, The Night Cage. Really thematic. Want to play this again already. There are a lot of different options, and I want to play it by candlelight, which is how I think this game should be played.
Slightly Bearded James here, and yes, this game is so simple that I understood it on our first game. And it's a really lovely game, this actually. It's like a breeze and a warm summer's day as you crawl through the labyrinths of darkness and doom and despair with your depleting candle. By the way, look at this thing. It's amazing. It's beautiful. So you've got a full candle worth of wax. And that boils down, burns down as you're going through it. So as you're going along, you're looking for these tiles here, the keys. Now, the problem with these things is, you see that edging there? Once you step onto a key, it crumbles away and no one can go on it again. In fact, it becomes a void into which you can jump down. The next thing you're trying to be finding at the end is, once everyone's got a key, you want to get to a gate. Everyone needs a key, get on the gate, you win. Sounds easy, right? There are beasties. This one is a wax snabbler, I think. Wax eater. So the wax eaters, these things are motion sensors. So as you're walking around, basically, you walk onto a tile, for example, this one. I came from over here, so I can see up and to this direction. I don't know which way the camera is facing. Okay, right. And I will reveal things above me and to the side of me. If I reveal a monster, it's okay at the moment. The wax eaters, they only sense movement. I could jump out of the way and be fine. But what if Dave's behind me and I jump out of the way? The wax eater's gonna go and eat his soul. I mean, wax. Now, this game has got a real nice puzzly feel about it. As you're going around, you've got your candle, which you don't actually have in life. You're going around and your candle illuminates the ones either side like a little cross of light. And as you're bouncing around the map, you see parts of the labyrinth as you go. The thing that I really love about this game is there's a great shifting feel to the labyrinth, and you do feel lost as you're scrabbling around, because once you've gone down one way and you come back on yourself, it's different because things have faded away in the darkness, including monsters, which is nice, but the way that you thought you could get through to the gate is now gone. This game is a load of fun. It's a great co-op, plays really well at 4. A little bit more tight at 2 from the sounds of it. Yeah, I would love to play this again. And I'd really like to see what the different monsters and that behemoth of a tile. When this comes into play, and covers up half of your maze. Great game, loads in the box, and lovely kind of feel on the table. And like Pete said, candles. We've gone for like the brightest of the bright lights in the world because we're just a little bit scared of the dark here. Don't worry, we'll be fine.
Hi, David the Grey. Now this game is, on the face of it, really easy. So easy, me and Ange, who normally don't pay any attention to the rules at all and just go, yeah, let's get playing, it'll be fine, actually knew what we were doing pretty much from the off, which, you know, makes a change. Also, it's cooperative, so we didn't get to just beat on James, which, again, you know, every now and then it's good to have a little bit of a change. But it's really easy to actually get the mechanics, but it is quite thinky about, if I move to there, all of this is going to disappear. If he moves to there, I'm not going to have anywhere to go. Once you start discovering key bits of you see what I did there? Key bits of the dungeon, like keys and gates, if you move away from them, they disappear. And the keys are also on crumbly bits of path. So if you spend too long waiting, they disappear as well. And there's obviously a limited number of keys and gates. Everybody has to end up with a key, and everybody has to get to the same gate. So there isn't a lot of time for general faffing around. You actually have to get in there, get the keys, make sure that you don't then lose the gates by walking away from them, turn around, they've gone. It's really nice. Played in sort of 45 minutes as well, so you can have plenty of games of this. Lots of different ways of playing as well, so extra monsters, you can ramp up the difficulty, and everybody knows I like a fancy meeple, little candle meeples, and not only little candle meeples like that, they're all slightly different. I was the short fat one.
What does it mean?
And this has also got some really cool metal keys as well to put on the board. So yeah, component quality, fantastic. The tiles are nice and sturdy because you're going to be moving them around a lot. Fancy meeples, really cool candle to keep all the tiles in. And thinky enough to actually, you know, get the old grey cells going, but not massively complicated. You could probably, this is probably quite easily playable with people that don't play a lot of board games as sort of a fair sort of gateway game, but there's plenty there to keep old codgers like me quite happy as well. So check it out, lots of fun, possibly not quite as good as Vampire's Kiss. A, B, C, D!
Old.
Check it out, just YouTube. You know, if you're young, YouTube. If you're old and know your films, you'll know the reference anyway.
Bearded Lady. Love the artwork. Look at this. This is the box when you've removed everything from the box. Oh, look. Little salad fingers like type chap. Curled up. Scared. Frightened. So, as everyone's already said, components are really nice in this game and the gameplay is awesome. But yeah, that artwork, look at it. It's proper spooky. That kind of proper spooky, scary feel. And if you are a fan or not of Salad Fingers, I feel like it's reminiscent of that kind of eeriness. Here's the player cards. Just look at that. The artwork carries out throughout every aspect of this game. And here is the board itself, which, I'm not wanting to rip it or anything like that. Here we go. Here is the maze that wraps around and the little characters crawling. Ooh. And then on the reverse side, there is, you might think, oh, it's just the same. But oh no. One side is for 5 players, one side is for 4.
What?
Clever. Clever. Like it a lot. So yes, enjoyed this game. I've played this game Twice now, played it over the wonders of the World Wide Web with my fellow Zatu friend Nick Welford, and then played it with the Hairy Game Lords tonight. And actually, it was played a lot easier tonight. It felt like it just flowed through nice and easy. But then, yeah, someone pointed out, well, we did get down to the last tile. True, very true. But we made it. Good times. I don't know whether anyone said this, but they recommend playing this by candlelight for that for that scary feel. And wouldn't it be cool that, you lose your light, you blow your candle out, you can't see for toffee. But a good game all the same. Well worth checking it out. Get involved. Greatness throughout.
I'm trying to be good.
Ange isn't here to just.
I was
Ange is clearly the ringleader in that whole affair. Hi, Dave. Ah, dearie me.
It's been a while.
Shouldn't have said anything.
No. I was thinking, what is he waiting? Oh, yeah.
It's just blurry.
It is just blurry. What?